Imagine waking up one day to find your hometown submerged underwater, your favorite park turned into a barren wasteland, or your local wildlife gone forever. Can you picture that? Well, these are not just dystopian scenarios from a science fiction novel. They are real possibilities that we face due to global warming. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for energy production, transportation, and industrial processes is the primary culprit behind global warming. These activities release carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases, aptly named, act like a blanket around our planet, trapping heat and leading to a gradual increase in Earth's average temperature. Deforestation and certain agricultural practices also contribute to this problem. The clearing of forests for agriculture, logging, or urban development not only removes trees that absorb carbon dioxide, but also releases stored carbon back into the atmosphere. Livestock farming, particularly cattle, produces significant amounts of methane, a greenhouse gas 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide in terms of its warming effect. So, what happens when our planet warms? The impacts are far-reaching and devastating. Sea levels are rising, threatening coastal communities and small island nations. Weather events are becoming more frequent and severe, with hurricanes and heat waves causing widespread destruction and loss of life. Ecosystems and biodiversity are being disrupted, with many species facing the risk of extinction. Changes in precipitation patterns are threatening our food and water security, but it's not all doom and gloom. We have the tools and knowledge to tackle global warming. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, increasing energy efficiency, protecting and restoring forests, implementing sustainable agriculture practices, these are all steps in the right direction. Equally important are adaptation strategies to deal with the impacts of global warming that are already occurring or are unavoidable due to past emissions. This includes measures such as improving infrastructure resilience, implementing water management strategies, enhancing disaster preparedness, and supporting vulnerable communities. Addressing global warming requires coordinated action at the international level. Platforms such as the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and its annual Conference of the Parties meetings serve as venues for countries to negotiate and implement measures to tackle climate change collectively. In summary, global warming, caused primarily by the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, is leading to rising sea levels, more extreme weather events, disruption of ecosystems, and threats to food and water security. However, through mitigation efforts to reduce emissions and adaptation strategies to deal with impacts, we can mitigate its worst effects and strive for a more sustainable future. Remember, it's not just about saving the planet, it's about preserving our home for future generations.